Hello and welcome. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you about a girl. I'm going to tell you about trouble. Some people go through life looking for trouble. Not me. It seems wherever I'm at, trouble seems to find me. A few days after I arrived here in Cebu City, the Philippines, from the USA, I decided to go check out one of the local malls, Ayala Center. After browsing around a bit, I decided to check out some of the food establishments. Went into Jollibee's, similar to McDonald's, and had my lunch. Got ready to leave, and I noticed there had been a girl hanging around outside. And as soon as I exited the establishment into the mall, she started walking in front of me, turned around, glanced at me, smiled, and slowed up, asked me if I was alone, which I probably wrongly said yes, I was alone. She latched onto my arm. I sensed that this could possibly turn into trouble, but I view many experiences in life as educational experiences. Here I was, newly arrived in the Philippines, and I was viewing this as the college of life, and I was in the middle of it. As we wandered around the mall a bit, wasn't too long, and she decided that she was hungry, and so it was up to me to feed her. And so we went back to Jollibee's. I bought her some food. This girl was explaining to me that she could be my interpreter, she could be my guide, she could be my negotiator. She would be able to save me lots of money and help me with the transition moving into the Philippines. This wasn't a relationship that I wanted to get involved with, and I told her that I had to leave. She followed me down. She helped me find out where the taxis were, and she didn't really want to leave. I ended up giving her a ride close to where she lived, dropped her off, and then I went home. Each and every time after that I went to the mall, she would track me down. She would see me someplace, and she'd latch onto me. I would buy her lunch, and we would go through the same process. She would tell me about all the services that she could offer and how she could save me money. Once, after I'd been here a couple months, I told her how much I'd paid for my ACR card, $13,000, I believe. And she said, "Oh dear, no. She could have got that for me for half that much." So it was then and there that I finally realized that I was dealing with a fixer. A fixer, somebody who bypasses the bureaucracy to get things done at a less of a charge. What could possibly go wrong dealing with a fixer? Well, that's a story and topic for another video perhaps. But I'm in a foreign country, and I really don't want to start breaking laws, and don't need those kind of troubles. I have heard stories a number of times from expats and others that sometimes has to do with getting your driver's license and different types of things. I guess visas and ACR cards, alien certification of registration, different types of things. There are people who, for a fee, will give you the documents, process them through. But I just think that the trouble that you could get into doing this type of thing is far greater than the short benefit that you would and the money that you would save in the short term. Another time I was sitting outside Bo's Coffee at the mall having coffee, and this girl and another girl come by, and they sat down beside me. Of course, I'm obliged to buy them coffee. So, and turns out that she can also, and often does, hook up foreigners with the girls that she knows in the area. Girl like this apparently has lots of contacts. She's been around a long time, networks, and knows a lot of people. Can get a lot of services taken care of. The last I heard, she was planning on going overseas to do some work for somebody that she'd worked with. I think possibly Australia, but don't know how that ever turned out. I haven't seen her for some time now. I don't even remember her name. But just a warning to the wise, this type of thing goes on here, also goes on in most countries in the world, probably. There's graft, there's bribery, there's a number of different things. I've read about it many times in the USA, where people working for the Department of Motor Vehicles are in scams where they can supply you with driver's license, certificates for your car, different types of things. So it doesn't just happen here in the Philippines. This is just a little teaser. Stay tuned for the book and the movie. May take me a few years to put those together, though, so don't hold your breath. Every time I go to the mall, almost every time I go to the mall, any mall, I am approached by a girl one or more times, it seems. Usually in their 30s, sometimes 20s probably. And there's lots of different types of girls. There's fun girls, there's fun expensive girls, there's expensive girls, there's dangerous girls, there's expensive dangerous girls. They're all there at the mall. And I know there's many foreigners come here just looking for some of that. But I would caution you to be careful. Some of these girls are dangerous. Some of them are trouble. Some of them are fun. They're all probably expensive. But anyway, they have laws in the Philippines against fixers. I saw a video a while back by Dan over at Blind Owl Outdoors. He went down to renew a friend's license, and the sign outside the motor vehicle place said, no fixers allowed. So everybody is aware that it goes on. But there's pretty big fines for if you're dealing with those kind of people. And personally, it'd be bad enough to get in that kind of trouble in your own country. Philippine jails are not known to be the nicest places in the world to spend your free time, or not free time in this case. So just be careful, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Please subscribe, share, and we'll see you later.